And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished Metroid Prime 1. Let's play Metroid Prime... No, we're going to play Metroid Prime 2, of course. Let's play Metroid Prime 2. And we will do it once again on normal, as this is a story revisit of sorts. Let's do it. And once again, we're delving into myself here. At least very familiar territory, but less familiar territory. Mission file 02546. 8 days ago, contact with Galactic Federation Troopers Squad Bravo was lost. Contract agreement. Locate Federation troopers and render assistance. Data confirmation. Last transmission received from a rogue planet located in the Dasha region called Aether. Uploading last known coordinates now. Let's do it. So yeah, again, very familiar territory, but less familiar. Like I said, there's no guarantee we're going to 100% this game, although I'm going to try like hell to do it. Gonna try to get every scan possible. This will be a longer playthrough. I believe this is just a longer game in general than the first game. But this will be a longer playthrough than Metroid Prime 1. Prime 1 took me, what, 2 weeks? This one will probably take me 3, up maybe 4? Depends on how much I want to do. As we see here, there is a very, very dangerous storm of sorts going on right now. Some atmospheric bullshit, and it has damaged Samus's ship to the point where she just slammed through that wall there. And is lucky to be alive. Aura Farm. She's so fucking cool. I like the subtle changes too, like you can see a little bit more detail like in the suit and whatnot in this game, but it's not like crazy, but you know, just a little something here and there. That's my ship. Vessel registered to Samus Aran. Your ship has been damaged. Auto repair function initiated. You can return to your ship to recharge energy, reload weapons, and save progress in the game. Statue houses a power grid, motivator unit, and an energy projection array. All systems are offline due to age or structural damage. Object scan completes. Statue's motivator unit is functional, but requires power to operate. The power beam can't energize the statue. Seek an alternate energy source. I like how they just like put this like right here at the beginning. Acidic fluid, yep. Let's just blow it up. We start with quite a bit to start here. Do we start? You do have the boost ball to start. Yeah, you got everything. Well, not everything, but you know. Tap A to jump. Yep, okay, so my controls scheme seems to have carried over. Let's see. I always thought this was a huge downgrade. It looks cooler, but intuitively it's a downgrade. Stored from lock-on free. Yes. Yes, so that carries over from game to game, noted. Cool. Slot visor and beam? No. No, there's no need to do that. Under no circumstance. Look at these little things. These wiggly little weeds. Durable plant form adapted to low light environment. The presence of a plant container suggests that it was placed here for decoration, possibly by local sentients. There's a gate here. Unable to interface with door control system, cannot translate alien text. To access door controls, you will need to update your translator files. Down the hole we go. No fear whatsoever, just dives right in, like a boss. Now, like I said, I went down the rabbit hole of trying to compare intros when I started my Prime 1 revisit. If I had to say which intro was my favorite, I will lean slightly towards 2. Because it's just like extra dark and like there's so much mystery to it before you obviously have played the game before, then you know. But there's so much to scan, and there's like, it's like a horror movie. Like Prime 1's intro is great and Prime 3's intro is great. Prime 1 just because it's so classic, like just everything is great about it. Prime 3, I love the, you know, sense of the world feeling alive, interacting with the other hunters and the Federation, and but this one is special. Destroy locks to activate gate. Terminated bioform scan complete. Codex genome match splinter. Source of termination, inhalation of industrial grade pesticide. Toxic elements still present in local atmosphere. Maintain suit lockdown for effective life support. More dead splinters. Bioscan indicates creature was hit by an unusual amount of weapon fire. More than necessary to kill it. Marines are not prone to such overkill. There's a lot going on in this intro here that really just makes you think, what is exactly going on here? Yeah, fuck that thing. Communication system offline. Analysis indicates wiring damage in 3 crucial areas. Local hostiles are likely source of damage. Let's grab our map. Hell yeah. A lot going on here, as you can tell. That's not even a full map of the area, technically. I don't think. Anyway. What else we got going on here? This is just a crate. Yep, it's a crate. Casualty reports Sector A, 3 troopers lost. They were unable to open Gate A1 when a gas trap was engaged, and could not escape to safety. Lock malfunction is to blame. Imagine calling someone's wife and saying, yeah, so like, the lock didn't work, and now your husband's dead. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Worker Splinter. Drone of the Splinter Hive. Low threat target. Generates webbing for use in its duties. Terminated bioform scan complete. Codex match standard human. Scans indicate this trooper died of cardiac arrest. Chemical levels in body suggest a state of extreme fear at time of death. Terminated bioform scan complete. Source of fatal wounds, Galactic Federation assault weapon. Trooper was, in all likelihood, killed by friendly fire. Whether it was an accident or not remains to be seen. Cause of death difficult to determine. Digestive fluid present within armor. Subject is being broken down into simpler matter for consumption by local predators. Terminated bioform scan complete. Cause of death, excessive blunt trauma to numerous critical points. Bioscan results indicate that there were at least 30 individual attackers involved in this trooper's demise. Scans detect extremely high levels of an unknown toxin in target's body. Numerous micropunctures in armor and body. Trace elements of toxin around these areas. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you do an intro to a video game. Right there. You could run through this if you want, of course. But you just got these creepy things crawling around. Everything looks all moldy and dirty and fungusy and whatnot. And you have 5 dead bodies hanging from the ceiling, all of which you can scan under the implications of toxin, friendly fire, and extreme fear. You know, just reading about those things as you're scanning, like, how they died. We've got extreme fear, we've got toxins, we've got digestive fluid, and potential friendly fire. Alright, that's how our lores work. That's right, that's how our lores work in this. C. Bennett. It's the logbook. Let's do it. There's something wrong with the lock systems in this section. They failed twice, locking us out until someone came along to let us in. If it happens again while we're playing bait for those things, well, at least we'll go out fighting instead of hiding in the control area. Restore power to the system to operate it. Another lore. B. Reeves. I don't like this plan. This hive is a small portion of a larger network. There may be dozens of hive systems like this across the planet, and they may all be linked. Destroying this one may buy us time, but it may also provoke the other hives into attacking. I assume they're talking about splinter hives. Zero life signs. Trooper's armor computer heavily damaged, unable to recover log entries. Hello. Unknown bioform, 0 life signs. Scans indicate target was recently terminated. 242 wounds from Trooper high energy weapons detected. Same as the other one. Same as the other one? Yep. This is how you do an intro to a video game. This is, again, in my opinion, there is all 3 of the games have peak intros. I cannot stress that enough. But this game right here, for me, this is the best entry. This is the best intro in the series. This is, in terms of like just talking purely the best, like 30 to 60 minutes, whatever you would consider the intro portion of the game. I consider it, in this game, I consider it up until you meet Umos. In Prime 1, it's just the Frigate. And in Prime 3, it's up until, in my opinion, when you get blasted by the Phazon. By Dark Samus. Looking at all that, for me, this one takes the slight edge. This intro is just... the way they do it is... it's so good. I can only hope, and I mean, I guess we've technically already seen Metroid Prime 4's intro, and... there might be more to it. There might even be more of an intro. That might just be a portion of it. But, I haven't watched the full thing. Nope. Here's the thing that's happening right now. We'll get to it in a sec. So something just took over these dead humans. Dark Trooper. Deceased Galactic Federation soldier. Bioscans indicate terminated life signs in this trooper and the presence of an unknown biomass. Bioscans indicate... does it... Yeah, oh, okay, so there's like extra scan. Okay, that's how it works in this game. Like I said, it's been so long since I've scanned. So long. Though the trooper's armor has been compromised, the bulk of it remains intact. Weapon systems remain online as well. Full parasitic fusion has yet to be obtained, resulting in low agility and response time. So they're like freaking zombies, essentially. But anyway, I haven't watched the full thing. I probably will eventually, but y'all know me, I want to go in, no spoilers, literally nothing. I want to be, I know enough about it already, so I guess it really doesn't matter at this point. But, yeah. From what I know about it, I don't think it's going to pass this game's intro. It seems peak, but unless there's more to the intro, it's not going to pass this one. This one sets a damn near unobtainable bar, to be quite honest. Like, the bar is disgustingly high. I'm as high as the soreness in my wrist right now. Just hit with charge beams to make my life easier. What is this? If that's a crate, what's this? It's probably a crate too, yeah. It's a heavy crate. It weighs more. How about that? Here comes our classic Metroid moment here. That looks a lot like me. Oh? Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that could happen, you know? Just go into a giant purple orb of energy with no thought. What's the worst that could happen? She's fearless. She really is. She's so awesome. There aren't many characters in gaming as cool as Samus. Matter of fact, there's only one that's cooler, and that's Shadow the Hedgehog. And even that's debatable. No, it's not. Shadow's pretty fucking cool. Goodbye, figure that looks like me. Samus is struggling. Barely made it out. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we get our Metroid moment from. We do get to keep some stuff this time around, though. If I remember correctly. I think I get to charge still. Yep, I still get my charge beam. Gears stolen by unknown creatures. Space jump thrusters offline. Grapple beam offline. Morph ball boost offline. Power bomb generator offline. Missile launcher offline. Morph ball bomb module offline. All remaining systems online and active. So we still have our charge beam. We still have our morph ball this time around. That's about it. Rest in peace, buddy. Death by electrocution. He will not move from current position. No matter. Ah, more zombies. Make sure we scan around here. Lures aren't as easy to come by because, well, they are. They're just the same. It's just, they come from dead, some of them come from dead bodies. As a matter of fact, most of them in this game, now that I think about it, come from dead bodies. And there are dead bodies everywhere in this game. So you can turn a blind eye to them or whatever. Like, it's easy to just not think anything of it and keep walking. But you gotta make sure you're on the ball to scan those dead bodies. It is a pretty cool way to do it, honestly. Other than just murals on a wall. I mean, that's fine too, but... Another door there that I can't go through. Save station located. That was nice of you. I skipped it. I don't give a shit. I'm not going back for it. I won't die. Not on this difficulty, at least. Yar. Alright, now we're a little open here. Out of the caves, at least. Really? I had no idea. Exactly what I'm doing. That is a heavy crate. More heavy crates. Hell yeah, we love heavy crates. Hello. That's a splinter. You see a lot of those in the early goings here. I'm just now realizing they give you like a bunch of like these are like all the stats of the scans, I guess, like groundbound. Is that what all that means? Or yeah, so that's like I got 3% of creatures, 16% of what you considered a predator, I guess. 4% of Aether scans, which I would assume is just a differential. I never really thought of it. It's been so long since I've actually done scans in this game. Beyond the ones I just needed to do. That's cool as hell. If they give you the... I love stats. I love numbers. Green Kraly. Omnivorous hunter-gatherer. Simple-minded creature, patrols turf in search of nourishment. Low threat index. Avoid physical contact. Die. I like how they just introduce like little things like this. Just little things you have to shoot here and there. And then there's 3 where it's going to make me move my wrist even more, so expect even more soreness when I get to that one in a few weeks. Another dead guy. Like I said, gotta be Gotta be on the ball. So that's only my... I'm at 25% of trooper logs. And I've only done 3 or 4. I thought there were more of those. M. Varoni. Okay. I think Haley's losing it. He talks to himself all the time, and he won't sleep. He almost shot me on watch the other night. I think he thought I was one of those things. I talked to the doc about taking him off the line, and he told me we need all the help we can get. That's true. But if he goes berserk and kills a bunch of us, that won't be very helpful, no? No, it wouldn't. Probably not, at least. I wouldn't think so. Another one of these little block things. Aura farming. I know all she's doing is walking, I'm fully aware of that, but she's so cool that even when she walks, it looks badass. Death. There we go. We don't have our missile, gosh darn it. Bye, Splinter. It's like these things just wait inside. It's just like, well, we're not ready to be born yet. Oh, there's somebody we can kill. Now we're cool with being born. And they just hop out of their egg sac. System online. Industrial winch engaged. Darn it, it broke. There we go. A missile expansion that I probably can't get. Actually, hold on. Oh, no, I'm gonna need the double jump for that. Yeah. Gotta keep an eye out. Best we can. Like I said, we want to 100%. This one will be the hardest one because 2 and 3 again I don't know as well. I would say I probably know 2 a little bit better than 3. Because one of my playthroughs a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I never finished. I was playing, it was Dread, so I've actually played that one less time recently versus the other 2 games. You are cleared to proceed. Because I did not finish 3 in time for Dread, which, again, it's... Obviously, it wasn't the continuation of the Metroid Prime series, it was the continuation of the 2D Metroid series, but I was just feeling it and I really wanted to play them. I mean, there's never a bad reason to play Metroid Prime, is there? But yeah, anyway, so I know 2 a little bit better than 3, I think. At least I seem to remember more things from 2 than 3 when I'm playing it. But 3 has that thing where it can, like, it shows you where pickups are. That would be an easier 100%. This one might be a little challenging. Another lore. I didn't get his name. El Bruda. We'll be making our stand here. The engineer tells me there's no way we'll get the ship's engines online, and atmospheric interference is scrambling our distress beacon. If anyone reads this, know that we did our duty and fought well. So they've gotten to a certain point where they're just like, shit, we're gonna die. Let's go out swinging. Comm system activated, initiating automated distress signal. Adjusting transmitter for optimum performance. So I'm submitting a... Yeah, I guess. It's not going to go anywhere because of atmospheric interference, but, you know. Yep. Hello. Wee, 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 wee. Growler class turret. There's another one. M. Angseth. I wonder where they got these names from. I bet it was like, you know, the members of like development or something, like Retro Studios employees. This is ridiculous. I can outshoot half the men here, and I'm stuck on monitor duty. I didn't join up to stare at a hollow screen. This wouldn't happen to Samus Aran. She'd be out there taking care of business, not pushing buttons and sending reports. It's me. This guy was actually named after me. That's exactly what I would say. Power restored to the gates. I'm already on it. Duh. Why were there... There's like little things. What is this? Oh, so it's just telling me the tunnel. Got it. There we go. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This appears to be where the ship landed. Let's see what happened here. Final report, Task Force Heracles. Exeter? While on patrol in the Dasher system, we engaged an unknown space pirate frigate. The enemy frigate was crippled and it crashed. Okay, I gotta read fast. We followed the pirates, but our own ship was damaged by a storm as we entered Aether's atmosphere. Okay, that one I had more than enough time to read. Heavy magnetic activity during the storm disabled our comm systems. Upon landing, we split into 2 units, one to set up a base. Fuck you. Each unit was doing fine, no problems. Until they appeared. The ominous they. I didn't buy some splinters. Damn. Except there's much more to it than that. These things are ruthless in swarms. There's our guy who sent the distress signal at the last second. Respect for fallen comrades. I like it, Samus. Alright, anyway, we got dead bodies to scan. Captain A. Exeter. I'm beginning to think it was a real bad idea going down there. Reeves is right. That hive is just one of many. As we already got his, so we know that. It's stupid to stir a hornet's nest, especially if you plan on sleeping under it. And I guess that it would appear that that's what they did. You know, they must have pissed them off. Damn, I'm gonna get all these pretty quick here. J. Brody. Whoops. Man, I hope that is the only breeding ground for these things. If there are more, we're in big trouble. We had a hard enough time taking that one out of commission. I almost ran out of ammo. I never run out of ammo. That would appear to be what they did. They stirred the hornet's nest, and ba-boom. G. Haley. Oh, this is the one where the one guy thought was losing it. And maybe, just maybe he was. He sounds like me before I go to bed. I hear them. Them. Everywhere. They're coming. Can't sleep. Ever. They'll eat me. Eat. Yeah, no, this... Yeah, he's losing it. This is me before I go to bed. Yeah, this is exactly what I sound like. He was indeed losing it. F. Triplet. The Sarge says those splinters remind him of some killer bug he saw on another planet once. All I know is the things are fast and take a lot to drop. Pretty soon, we'll have to go to bayonets. Everyone's low on ammo, even Brody, and he's the stingiest grunt I know, as we know. I love how it's like, as I'm doing all these, like I'm kind of connecting the dots of what everyone's saying about each other. That's super cool. S. Milligan. Ruda lost the bet, so he switched watch duty with me. I figured this section is nice and safe and boring, which suits me just fine. Let those other pugs guard the hot zone. Hold on. Hey, what? Het. Transmission ends. Must have been the first one to get taken down. Cranny, whatever. Last night at Chow, Angseth started talking about some bounty hunter and how she blew up a planet full of space pirates. I fucking love this Angseth guy. I told her I didn't believe in fairy tales like that, and she took it personal. Oh, it's a girl, okay. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to know? I just find it hard to believe that one person took out an entire space pirate base, that's all. But if she wants to believe in this Samus, or Bigfoot, or Santa Claus, she can. Honest to God, if you were to give me a list of fictional characters that, or, you know, someone like Santa Claus, I would rather Samus Aran be real versus Santa Claus or Bigfoot, that's for sure. Alright, so there's one left, and it's probably, like, here somewhere. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, isn't there one on the ship that's dead? I could be wrong on that. Chair. Oh, it's for each seat. He's the one I believe I don't have yet. There's others here too, okay. I would assume it wouldn't just leave me with one, right? Ordnance crate, yep. We'll blow that open in a sec. Okay, maybe they are leaving me with one not obtained. Oh well, worry about that later. Ba-boom! Got our missile launcher back. How about that? I like it. Okay, yeah, so it's... Which I guess it has to. If you're going to give the option to switch buttons, it does, you know. Makes sense that it would switch the buttons in the tutorials. Hello. This ain't your average ordinary splinter. This is a dark splinter. Darkling possessed insectoid predator. The alien symbiote within the splinter augments its strength and durability, threat level raised. That's what these guys got done in by, I believe. I believe they were dark ones. They looked like dark ones. Okay. There's piles of dead bodies. Alright, I believe I need to get up to that door. Which I think I can do. Through a little hashtag platforming. And a little help from a kinetic orb cannon. Control unit not present in the current... Oh, hey. There it is. That's all of them. Dennis, whatever. Logbook. I'm the only one left. Managed to get out of the hive, but when I got to the ship, everyone was gone. Dead. I'm heading for that alien building we saw earlier. Maybe someone can help me there. Wait, something's moving down there. Hello? Rest in peace. He was right. Something could help him. Yay, more of these little shits. Friggin' war wasp. Yeah, we know what these guys are about. They're just designed to piss you off and get in your way. Die. Storage pod. Okay. So I need to restore power to this cannon. Somehow. Correct? Oh, there it is. Yay, these things. Come on, I know there's one up there. Can't reach it, oh well. See? Now, once again, this was part of what I played during my test stream, so this is a little fresh in my head, up until a certain point. I believe we did enter the Aegon Wastes in that stream, but I also wasn't reading scans, so yeah. Alright, I think I need to blow that up first, don't I? Maybe not. I think there's something else I have to do. Yeah, there is. Explosive damage. Oh, right, I have missiles now. Oh, that's all I needed to do, just one. And that'll let me through. Where'd you go? That's what I was hoping for. Excellent. Who is this? Target has been dead for 8 cycles. Trace amounts of unknown chemical present in target. It has an effect similar to mummification on dead biomatter. Further analysis required to determine chemicals' effect on living biomatter. That's not a human. It's a theme in this game. There's more so, like you'll find a dead creature here or there in Prime 1, but the planet's pretty barren other than the space pirates. Like, that is a theme in this game. Dead bodies everywhere. You don't get much of that in 3 either, from what I remember. Here and there, if anything, but not much. Oh boy. Another good stretch. She even looks cool while she's riding an elevator. Target has been dead for 8.1 cycles. Target's size and muscle mass suggests heavy combat training. It's likelihood that it was a warrior of some kind. The lack of gear, armor, or weapons is curious. Perhaps they were taken by others of its kind. Target has been dead for 8.1 decacycles. They're cycles, not deca. That's another... We get to decacycles eventually, I believe. Anyway, despite the presence of local animals, target corpse has not been disturbed. Scans suggest the presence of a toxic biochemical within the target. This may explain the lack of carrion feeding. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to scan, that's for sure, yep. I just missed it, are you kidding me? Whatever. First save. Yes. Looks like a battle's about to happen here. Splinters. There you are. That's an alpha splinter. It's a splinter but bigger. Ow. Alpha male of a war pack. Gigantic predator. Very swift and strong, it uses ramming attacks to defeat its foes. I'll start going into some detail on the... on some of these here. Right now I'm just trying to get to the homie. Oh, actually, I'll do it for this one. Dark Alpha Splinter. Alpha male of a Darkling Warpack. Gigantic predator with symbiote enhanced strength, speed, and armor. Splinter alpha males are the first to be targeted for Darkling possession. Dark alpha splinters grow in strength and durability, making them an even greater threat than normal. Can even lay a hand on me, buddy. Samus is Himothy. Or her Ithy, I guess. Look at this, a shining orb of something. Of some kind. Navi, is that you? Nope, not Nabby. It appears to be fusing itself to me. System alert. Unknown item acquired. Alien technology has bonded to armor systems. Threat scan complete. No negative impact on suit performance. Interesting. Gun. Do not be afraid. I am Umos, Sentinel of the Luminoth. Please listen and hear of our world's peril. Not many living creatures in Metroid games, so that you get to interact with, so enjoy it. And in this game, it's the only one, really. At least the only one that's not trying to kill you. Long ago, a cosmic object fell to our planet Aether, exploding with a great force. A rift was torn in time and space, and a strange power flowed over the world. Sound familiar? Maybe to a great poison? Except this time, it had a much different effect. Where there was once one Aether, there were now two. One of light and one of shadow, each existing in its own dimension. I'll have more to say about this, probably post ad break. Because it has implications for the series. It was the end of peace on Aether, for a new race was born that day on that dark world. One filled with hate and terrible power. They are the Ing. The Ing are creatures of shadow and darkness, knowing nothing of peace or mercy. For decades, we stood against them, yet we now lie on the verge of defeat. When Dark Aether was born, our planetary energy was divided. Half for our world and half for theirs. Should one world gain control of this energy, the other will perish. I think you can put your gun down now, Samus. There you go. Before you arrived, the Ing had stolen a device from us, one that collects planetary energy. With it, they have weakened our planet to the verge of collapse. But fortune smiled upon us this day, for the energy transfer module is now bonded to you. With it, you can help us. Help us restore our world. So, Samus came here just to do recon on, you know, a missing Galactic Federation crew who sent out a distress signal. And she got roped into this. But Samus, being the hero that she is, of course, even without knowing the full threat of the Phazon and whatnot and everything going on here, she would have helped anyway. It's what she does. You're our only hope, Samus. Should we fall, the Ing will look to the stars for new planets to ravage and conquer. Your species could be their next victims. You don't have to convince me, buddy. I'm here to help. The Ing have taken our energy to 3 temples on Dark Aether. Find these temples and transfer the energy from them to our own. I have updated your map system with the location of another temple. There is knowledge there that can help you on your way. I have also updated your translator module. You can now access devices and doors coded with violet holograms. Many lands are now open to you. Cool little way to do a progression system. As you're exploring the world here, until it all opens up to, or for you towards the end. Prepare well for your journey. The Ing now know you possess the energy transfer module. I can't talk today, fuck. They will try to recover it at all costs. Return to me once you have restored the energy to a temple. I will aid you as I can. May the light of Aether shine upon you. Energy fully replenished. My guy's got a force field around him. I think we'll take our break there. I will be back in a few minutes. Perfect. Let's do it. I believe this is a lore. Yep. We now have a Luminoth lore. We'll have much more of those, I believe. Yeah, that's only 2%, so that's means there's 50? 50, right? Yeah. Based on math, yeah. It is told that the Luminoth were not born of Aether, but of the stars. In the early days, we roamed the greatness of the void, bathing in the glorious light of 1,000 stars. We met a vast number of enlightened minds. The Inkren, the Yia, and the Chozo, I knew the last one was Chozo, among them. Each of them we found had claimed the homeworld and formed a deep bond with it. In time, we decided to do the same. So that brings me to what I was going to say about implications. The Prime series tends to dive into it a bit more, like the, what's the word I'm, not mystical, I guess mystical or magic or whatever you want to call it. Mystical, like popular term for the Chozo is mystical bird race. Hold on, quick aside here. Hibernetic stasis chamber. Life signs of a hibernating bioform within the chambers are steady. Chambers are made of a number of exotic metals. It would be quite difficult. So, aside from Mr. Umos up there, all the other Luminoth, I don't know if this is all of them or just a portion of them, but as you can tell, there's not many left. Put them all in hibernation chambers to protect them. But anyway, the Prime series tends to delve into, and this is the right game to talk about it with, because our pathway to Aegon. This game dives into the dimensional rifting and, you know, mystical aspects and whatnot, more so than the other two Prime games do. Without a doubt. It's a missile expansion in there, but we can't get it yet. And there's been a lot of theories involving, you know, dimensional and whatnot, and what this device is that is in the opening scene of Prime 4. Is it some sort of dimensional thing? Is it some sort of time travel thing? Is it both? There's been a lot of speculation about more dimensional manipulation going on in Prime 4, and this game is kind of the precedent for it. When I first heard that time travel could be involved, I'm just like, really? In a Metroid game? And then I'm just like, well, you know, there's a precedent for like dimensional nonsense and whatnot, and it's this game right here. And this game did it pretty well, so if this game can do it, you know, I mean, it's why the hell can't, you know, why can't Metroid Prime 4? Take as many down as we can. Cooked. I believe there's a missile expansion. Oh, it's an energy tank. Okay. Like I said, I don't know this game as well. I know kind of where to find certain things, but yeah, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Alright. Speaking of not knowing everything, where the fuck do I go? It's that way? I don't know. I really don't remember. My memory's shot. I think it's this. We need to get back to the industrial site. Let's do that. But if we're wrong, we're wrong. Turn around and go the other way. Yeah, so that's, and I wish, because I feel like we don't get into it too much. The Prime series with the scanning and whatnot really gives you an opportunity to get into that, like, about how the Chozo, like, how enlightened, as they said, they are. We don't see, like, we know that stuff is at play in the Metroid universe, but it's easy to forget because they don't talk about it that much. So, like, when it comes up as a possible, like, plot point in Prime 4, you're just like, what, really? And then you're just like, wait, no, that makes perfect sense. Because they just don't talk about it as much. Like, time travel is very easily well within the realm of possibility for this game. Dimensional nonsense in transportation certainly is. We already have a precedent. Here's a dead body. These are important. J. Fimus. Themes, whatever. Testament. Final entry, Warrior J. Fim. Their army swells, beasts and rogue machines join the ranks of the Horde, all eager to bring death to the Luminoth. The Ing sent these new additions to the industrial site to do battle with me. While they watched from safety, cowardly mongrels, my only regret in death is that I did not live to see the day of their defeat. May it come soon. So, I believe all of those, at least. Let me see. Logbook. You want more? So that's, yeah. Keybearer lore. Jeez. You really have to sort through this shit. So there's certain... I want... Is it 9? I want to say there's 9. I don't remember how many exactly there are. Like I said, this game is moderate level of knowledge. Like, I'll remember things as I go, but I don't remember the exact number of everything I have to get. But that right there is your clue to say, obviously we don't have the dark map yet, but in the dark version, the Dark Aether version of this room, that's where that key is. That's what that's telling us. Aegon Wastes. Let's do it. Yeah, my knowledge of this game it's above average, of course. Like, I know what I'm doing, I know where I'm going. All that stuff, for the most part. Cool little creature there. Blue mites. .1 decacycles. Body has been badly damaged by sandstorms and heat exposure. Judging by the number of blast wounds, the target was dead long before the desert got to it. And you can scan this grass too, which I always thought was cool. Sandgrass. Here's the Aegon Wastes. But yeah, it's just, the older you get, the less time you have to game, and the more I just seem to forget here and there. Like, I would have said, even in, like, I never had this game fully memorized in terms of, like, I've 100% it before, but I never had it fully memorized. At this point, I don't even remember how many fucking keys there are. Like, that's insane for how much I play this game. The mind continues to devolve. Important character of this area here. A sand digger. Desert-based tunneling bioform. Extremely well armored, target exposed eyes to damage this creature. Or I'll just ignore him. Excuse me. I don't believe we can do this one yet. Nope. So you kind of have to backtrack for some of the lore too, which is interesting. But hey, we'll be back here. Especially if we want to 100% it, I'm kind of getting the desire to now. It's just like, I don't want to be stuck in a situation where it's just like, well, which one did I get, which one didn't I get? Because I'll be playing this like twice, maybe 3 times a week. Like, I'm not going to remember every single thing I did or didn't do. Like, at that point, we're, like, looking up answers, probably. And I don't know if I want to get to that. I might just want to do it organically. Even if I don't finish it 100% as a result. There appears to be a space pirate presence here. Pirate Trooper, Starfaring Brigand. Aggressive, well-armored bioform trained for combat and conquest. Sworn enemy of Samus Aran. The space pirates suffered a serious defeat at Talon 4, yet they remain a powerful force for crime and disorder in the galaxy. Their technology continues to advance. Even the lowly trooper has received numerous upgrades to his arsenal. A photonic power Sith and quantum assault cannon are now standard issue weapons for all troopers. Yeah, let's see how that works out for them. Okay, well first I need to find them. Okay, there was one on this level with me, right? Where the fuck did he go? Okay, well you're gonna die first then. I probably went up there. Little crabby dude. A Brizg, venomous insectoid. Poison stinger concealed in back-mounted shell. Well, fuck you then. Jeez. I love these like illuminated things so you can just walk in and blind yourself. That's a way we can go. This is a statue of Deechur, the child hero of Aegon. Once a lowly acolyte squire, he became a warrior when the temple was attacked. All warriors but Deechur were slain, leaving the boy as sole defender of the temple. He served Aegon for nearly a centicycle, before being lost in battle on Dark Aether. Love shit like that. Love shit like that. I love lore. Love it, love it, love it. Wouldn't be a Metroid Prime game without some of these fuckers, would it? As you notice, we have a black door and a white door, both of which we cannot currently open. And so another thing that appears to look like a battlefield. Uh-oh. It's a trap. It's one of those things, but now it's bigger. Morphology, Alpha Sand-Digger. Large, tunneling, bioform. Extremely well armored. Target exposed eyes to damage this creature. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the Bomb Guardian, because the little shithead that stole my Morph Ball bomb fused with this thing. Bomb dropping Darkling. Enemy is utilizing your Morph Ball bomb unit. Although its armor is strong, its tail is exposed when moving. Its mouth can be hit when glowing. Hell yeah. I do love how they do boss fights in this game. Like, I really think they scaled up the boss fights. Like, I mean, of course the boss fights in Prime 1 were great. Like, I wouldn't call these ones better, but there's more of them in this game. And, like... I mean, actually, no, there probably isn't. In terms of the side bosses, I would say they're better in this game. I'll still take the primary bosses in Prime 1, for sure. There we go. Oh, right, it's got to be glowing. One more. But yeah, I love what they did for the side bosses in this game. Like, it just makes them feel like they're just very well done in this game. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't even put it into words, really. They're just really, really well done. Fuck, I can't lock on. There we go. Just very well done. Really like the direction they went with all these, like, side bosses here. In this game. I guess this is why I like it mainly. The, you know, you take, like, the Ing, so, like, and they all look, the ones that stole my shit, they all look the same. But, you know, it's like, they morph together with the exact, like, correct creature when you fight them in the light world. Like, it's perfect to have a character like that dropping bombs as it slithers around. But then, of course, you have other things in the dark world where, you know, you're getting your shit back in the dark world, and you're just like the Grapple Guardian, the Boost Guardian, which is like infamous in this game. Which I think the Boost Guardian speaks. Spider Ball Guardian. I don't even know if those would be characters that were or ones that were taken over, or just like, I don't know how that works. Did they give them to them? Or is like, are they possessing those creatures in their own world? I have no idea. I'm not an expert. You'd have to ask the developers. Okay. We got some things going on here. Obviously. This is an access point for the local energy system. The energy transfer module has been designed to interface with it. Once it has, all of the energy within the module will be channeled into the local system. That is a regional energy controller. Unit regulates planetary energy in this sector and is linked to a global energy network. Bioscan complete. Luminoth's subject terminated 1.5 decacycles ago. So that's like 15 years, I would assume, yeah. Damage from multiple weapon systems detected. Subject definitely went out fighting. Luminoth holoprojector online. Automated message initiated. Welcome. I am Ai Sha, Sentinel of the Aegon Temple. This message survives my death as guidance to one who would fight the Ing. A portal to Dark Aether lies nearby. With it, you can travel to this land's shadow. You must locate a dark temple, a twisted mockery of this sacred place. Inside, you will find the energy controller you seek. The temple door is held fast by 3 locks. The keys for the locks are hidden throughout that dark land. Your search will be difficult. Even the very air of Dark Aether is dangerous and can cripple the strongest warriors. I love that mechanic, by the way. I'll get more into that in a sec. In our past struggles with the Ing, we placed a series of light crystals throughout their world. They remain today. These crystals create safe areas that will protect you from the harmless atmosphere of the Dark World. The harmless? Harmful? Harmless? What? It's literally the opposite. I have updated your translator module. You can now access devices and doors coded with amber holograms. More lands are open to explore. When you have taken the energy from the Dark Temple, return here at once. May the light of Aether serve you well. Yeah, I love that mechanic because it gets easier. It gets to a point where you're straight up immune to it. So like the first time I'm going through here, you know, I mean, I get a suit that reduces my, you know, the damage I take from it. But the first time, like, you can't be out of those light areas. You'll die reasonably quick. Then for a while, you know, you just lose like a little bit of health as you're going. And it's still, you know, impactful, but not as impactful. But like this first stretch can be challenging. And I love that. Such a great idea. Oh, look, war wasps. Don't care. These fuckers. They're even faster in this game, too. Okay, so we want to be over there. But first, we want to be back here very quickly. So we got our bomb back. I'm trying to remember this stuff as I go. Energy tank. Like I said, I would have got that eventually, but like right now is the best time to go back and get it. Like I said, I don't have a speedrun philosophy or a strategy for this game to get it done quick. I do not know the most optimal path. If a power-up pops into my head, I'm just gonna go grab it, probably. This is, yeah, that's the pathway there. And let me go up here quick, if I can get there. You fuckers. Ba-boom. I actually wasn't sure what was behind that door. I was pretty sure it was a power-up, but I wasn't certain. So now we need to go back down here. And this is our way forward. Hopefully I don't get stuck here. I usually get stuck here because I don't watch the cutscene. Let's not let that happen this time. I want to say there is a... Not there. It must be the other side. Yep. That one I remembered. .9 decacycles ago. Target has a number of wounds caused by small explosions, most likely delivered by a portable rocket or grenade system. Alright, here we are. Sniper. Yeah, not gonna let me kill it because it needs to be possessed. That is a pretty raw design, not gonna lie. Dark Pirate Trooper. Darkling possessed space pirate. Enhanced strength and stamina gained from addition of symbiote. Dislikes bright light. Your flashlight, Samus? Got a flashlight anywhere in your list of gadgets? Alright. So I gotta use that. And that's usually where I'm not paying attention to what happens. And then I get confused very easily. Just checking for stuff. It's a lore entry over here. Try to get as many of those as we can, of course. Light of Aether. The main energy controller was built in the Great Temple. 3 sub-controllers were built in the temples of Torvus, Aegon, and Sanctuary. They collected the energy of Aether, then radiated it over the world to all who needed it. In time, we came to call this precious energy the Light of Aether. It brought an age of peace and prosperity to the Luminoth. Currently offline. Restore power. You got it. Yep, that's what I always forget. Because that thing's like hidden in the corner there, and there's not as obvious of a cutscene. So if I'm just like looking away for a second, I'm just like, wait, what do I do now? That happened to me when I did the test stream, and I think the previous time I played this game. Yay, war wasps, my favorite. Yeah, I've really taken a liking to the A and B switch. I think this is the new move. It just feels natural. Like, I mean, jumping with the A button just like... And again, like down here, it's like, it feels like a trigger. Like, it just feels right. Like, if... Man, I never would have thought I could figure out a way to make this game feel even better. Like, I didn't think that was possible. It just feels right. It really does. There we go. There we go. We did it. I'm legally blind. Okay. In we go. No fear whatsoever. She's so cool. Youch. But that's not gonna stop her. No fucking way. We have entered Dark Aether. See, you go down pretty quick. Who designed that? Safe zone must be shot to function. Whose brilliant idea was that? Okay. So here's an object that is torn between time and space, or whatever they say. So now, 2 doors are now open for us. One in this world and one in the other world. Now, one of the things you'll notice, this room is not a good example because, and I'll point that stuff out as I go. Compare the light and the dark world. This room's pretty similar. There's typically less rooms in the dark world, though, to make it more of a gimmick. For example, when we get to Torvis, if you're in Upper Torvis, you can't get to Lower Torvis. It is not possible. There's no path. You have to go, like, they're completely cut off from each other. The only way is to go back to the light world, and yeah, they're not connected. There's just rooms missing in the... Which kind of, I think, is cool, honestly. You know, so that way it's not like a direct one-to-one, I guess. And you'll see they have their ways of blocking off certain paths. This one I don't think is accessible to us yet, if I remember. Yeah. Need a double jump. Need a double jump. Just looking over there, cost me 40. Now we're in the world of the Ing. These are like Inglings or something, I think they're called. I don't remember. Inglet. That was close. Worker drone of the Ing Horde. Oh, there's another one there. Jeez. These little storage pod thingies. Save station here. I wanted to go... Actually, no, this would be a good spot to stop, actually. I wanted to go for maybe like 10-15 more minutes, but now this makes sense. We got our intro done. We're in the dark world now. Game has been saved. Energy fully replenished. Good. And that's... I'm going for over 4 hours. Yeah, it's time. I got things to do, folks. Alright, so we finished our Metroid Prime journey. And now we are on to our Metroid Prime 2 journey. Like I said, tomorrow I should get a stream in. It'll probably be somewhat early, like in the 10 a.m. range, sort of similar to today. Yeah, it'll probably be in the 10 a.m. range, I'm thinking. Probably for at least 2 hours. We'll get at least 2 Star Fox 64 runs in. Maybe a third, not certain on that. Actually, probably not. Probably just 2 runs for tomorrow. Because I got an all-day thing that I got to drive to. No stream Tuesday. I have a birthday to celebrate. But like I said, we'll probably make that up. Actually, we'll definitely make that up on Wednesday. And we'll definitely stream Thursday. So I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday for this week. I cannot stream Saturday this weekend. Unless I did it at like 8 a.m., which I'm not going to do that. Sunday night might be an option, but I won't know that until after Saturday. Friday, also a possibility. I'm trying to squeeze in one more somewhere, but I just don't think it's possible for me this week. So I think we're looking at Monday, and then Wednesday and Thursday will be our main 2 during the week streams. Cool, that's all I got. Once again, y'all are great. Saw some people popping in here and there. Shout out to Sabata for stopping by, saying hi. Much appreciated. Discussing some Metroid Prime stuff and whatnot. As we all know, I love doing that. So thank you for stopping by. And yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow morning. Peace out.